Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you some tips and tricks to keep your Galaxy S5 fast and snappy in 2017. As you can see, first of all, I have no wallpaper here. You can of course keep your wallpaper, but if you want to save battery, you can use this pitch black wallpaper app, which just turns on. You press this button and it sets an wallpaper which is like totally black. It doesn't have nothing. The video is not sponsored, so it's just something I'm suggesting. This black wallpaper, what it does is that it actually turns off all the pixels, so where the areas are black, so in an AMOLED screen which a Galaxy 5 S5 has, so it actually saves battery. Something else you can do is that actually this is something, if you're like actually having a lot of trouble with the phone and you haven't reset it yet since you've bought the device, what you can do is that you can factory reset this phone. But I know like this advice is like everyone knows that if you factory reset your Android, you're gonna get a faster device, but it will become slower eventually. But the thing is, since the updates have been coming for Galaxy S5, as you can see it's now 6.0.1 Marshmallow. It's not the newest OS, but it is quite optimized for the standby time. If you lock your phone and keep it locked, it's gonna not discharge as quickly as it used to in KitKat or the OS that it came with. So once you've updated to the latest version, what you wanna do is that back up all your data and like then reset your phone. If you have trouble backing up your data, I recommend you taking help of someone who knows where exactly your important data stay in your phone. Back it up, reset it once in Marshmallow, and then you use it organized in a a good manner. Another thing you should notice is that in the home page there is something called a feed over here, which used to pop up when you slide left. As you can see, it is not popping up for me because I have disabled it. The reason is that that thing eats up a lot of your RAM, plus it does not lower as fast, and it's not that much effective. If it according to me, I mean, like, it's my opinion, but might be useful to you, but it's just that it just lags the phone a lot, and it's not that much optimized. So what you want to do is that in any space of your screen, just hold and then go to this home screen settings, and you can see it's written here flipboard briefing. Just disable it and your flipboard briefing will be gone. Okay, another thing that you can do to keep your phone fast is that in the newer updates you can actually disable apps. For example, I have like these apps disabled. You might say that why have I disabled Google services this much? Well, I don't actually use all of them. The only services of Google that I use are, like, for example, basic stuff like Gmail, which is active right now. There are lots and lots of uh, you know it's not bloatware, of course, it's from Google, so they're optimized and all, but what I'm trying to say is that if you have services that you don't use, you can just disable them, and I'll show you the disabled apps again. Yeah, so, and you can just while disabling, they will ask you if you want to reset it to the factory version. If you do that, it's gonna actually uninstall the new stuff that you downloaded. It's gonna save space, and it's not going to get in your way of day-to-day use. Okay, and as you can see, you can also disable flipboard from here, in here also. While you want to disable like that, and you also want to disable here, so that it never comes up disturbing you again. Okay, then yeah, so if you're using the Galaxy S5 and you got the newer update, I mean, like Marshmallow, so the latest update, the thing is that it comes with Kaspersky built in. It just installs Kaspersky in such a way that it's like, even if you go to your uh, apps, in here, and from here you try to uninstall it, it just does not show the uninstall button here, huh? So what's the catch here? What should you do? Well, the thing is, um, actually Kaspersky can be uninstalled, but what you have to do is that you have to go inside the app to uninstall it. You can just search online that how do I uninstall Kaspersky in mobile, and it will show you the steps where you need to go. It's in Kaspersky's own site, so you can just go to the settings, additional, uninstall the app. There's just the UI has changed a bit, but they're the same steps. You can just follow these, and even if those don't work for you, you can just, I'm sorry, I'm in Russia, so all the results are coming in Russian. Oh yeah, this is like, for example, this is Stack Overflow's website. You can actually see, they will tell you the steps like here. It's written step by step. You can just follow this. It has to be done from inside the app. It's a antivirus, right? So it tries to protect itself from being uninstalled. So yeah, do that, and it will help also, because without the antivirus, this antivirus is like in Android. If you're like not into some serious money transferring stuff, you actually don't need antivirus. Well, I don't need it. It's up to you whether you want it or not. Anyway, so that made the device quite snappy. And also what you want to do is that this is something that I have realized after using this phone for like 3 years. It has been like not exactly 3 years, 2.5 years, but one thing I can tell you is that now in 2017, July 2017, although you've done all these things to keep your phone optimized, but just don't cross 3 pages of these apps. Like how many of them? Like this is 5 and 4. 5 4s are 20. So 20, 20, 20. That's 60. Do not use more than 60 apps. The reason behind you want to keep 30 apps is that if you, for example, go beyond 30, it will not directly impact your performance. It's like I've seen that if you go more than 30, you can of course keep on using it, but it just lags the device in then here and there. It's just Android has a tendency of keeping apps active in the background, and it just, I just feel it like if you just keep it within 30, you're good with your performance. Okay. And the other thing is that there's a special app that comes with all Samsung phones, I guess, but yeah, this one's got updated with its with the OS, and yeah, the smart manager thing. Well, I know these managing apps you should not, people say you should not use, because those they actually take away your performance rather than giving you more. Like it deletes all the stuff from your RAM, and it just isn't worth it. But this one's different. Well, you see, because this one is built in, it's from Samsung themselves, smart manager. But the thing is that if you look, for example, those apps, actually the ones that you download, third party ones, are filled with ads. They take away your performance. They pop up ads when you're using the phone, like in your home screen, and you just suddenly some ad pops up, annoys you. But this app, well, you see, if you go inside storage, well, that is checking for storage. Okay, and it's gonna say what's like bulk data is there, like some huge amount of cache that's like stored because of Facebook and all, and it will take away safely take away all the extra useless data that you don't need, and it will save space. It will save your RAM and all. But the important thing is that take a look at who powers this app. It's powered by Clean Master. Okay, and it's like ad free full version of it, and it does not come in your face every time you're like you're using your home screen, you're in some other app, and then suddenly an ad pops up and you don't know where did it come from. It's like how this happened, because some third party optimizing app has your device administrative rights, so it can just pop up ads anywhere. So So better use the built-in one, and it actually works. I've used it for like for during like I used to download those third-party apps and I got tired of them. I didn't used to use them, and then this I suddenly noticed and I've started using it, and it was helpful. As you can see, it frees up a lot of storage, a lot of RAM, and well, it does not slow up your device. Look, did it seem to you that it just refresh everything? No, it just works, I guess. So you can, if you like don't want to use it, it's up to you. But if you want to use an optimizing app, it's better to use the smart manager that's built in. It actually saves a lot of time and space. As you can see now, it's showing the 4.4 GB is available. 450 megabyte of RAM is like free. So yeah, for it has improved a lot from the day I bought it. So with the updates coming, when you set the fingerprint scanner, as you know, this the Galaxy S5 has a fingerprint scanner, which is like you have to slide it. You don't tap it. It does not work like that. Tapping don't give you nothing, so you have to actually slide it. So with this fingerprint scanner, what you can do is that uh, while you're outside, you don't want to use two hands and all. So what you decide to, like, I'll set my fingerprint scanner like this, which I can use maybe like this with the phone holding in one hand. Well, the thing is that I do not recommend you do that, because this fingerprint scanner is just not as good as it shows in the animation that you can actually set it like this. What will happen, you'll end up with a lot of tries and it's not going to detect your finger. What I recommend for fast unlocking is that set the fingerprint scanner straight while you're setting it up, and since you cannot, like, for the when the device is like on the table and you want to use one of your finger and you're unlocking it, there in Galaxy S5 you have like three options only. uh, you can only set three fingerprints. Fingerprint manager, I'll show you. Yeah, fingerprint 1 and 2 you see here, but you can actually set three of them. Yeah, so the thing is that I wanted to do is that I've set two fingers, for example, one from my right hand, another from my left hand. What you can do is that set one of those fingers again, the one of which you use the most. Like for me, for example, I had a choice between the thumb and my index finger of my left hand, so I'm using the you can set the thumb once again for increased accuracy. And I know they're saying that use other directions, just use the straight direction, because when you really need to unlock your device where it really matters, for example, you're outside and you're taking somebody's number and the fingerprint scanner is not working and you get angry at the phone, well, this is a workaround. You can set the same finger twice for increased accuracy. I would recommend the finger among the first two which you use the most, you set it as a third fingerprint finger to be scanned. Well, at this moment my crappy camera stopped working. Usually I use my phone to record my YouTube stuff, and so since my phone is being recorded, I had to use some crappy camera. And yeah, so this camera can only record 480p and for 16 minutes, so I apologize for the quality and all. So yeah, hope these tips will be helpful.